Hello. Welcome to Casual Gaming with Purpose. If this is your first stream or VOD, then welcome, and if not, then welcome back. This is a Stardew Valley Let's Play. I am searching for the living hat on a post-perfection 1.6 farm. Extremely chill playthrough. The name of the game is the aim of the game. We are really mostly clearing fiber and killing Wilderness Golems to try and find the living hat. Some chill tunes and commentary from me. If that sounds like a good time to you, then welcome aboard. I'm honored to have you here with me. I stream Stardew every Thursday, and I stream other games on Mondays and Fridays. Currently playing Blueprints on Fridays, and next Monday I will be starting Tiny Glade for Off Mic Mondays. So I play with no commentary, with the goal to be cool, chill, ambient background noise, whether it's for a sleep aid or a study aid or whatever you need. I'm there for you. I think with that, let's get into Pelican Town. So, we are in our last week of winter. Today's stream will be our last chance to find the living hat in the first year of trying to find the living hat. I have a good feeling. I think today's going to be the day. Get our luck check out of the way. Oof. A rough start. That's okay. I also might do some decorating of a shed today. I did a little bit of planning. However, the plan that I have in mind requires many crystallariums. Those are pretty expensive to make, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, I have enough to make 2 of them. But the decoration that I have in mind requires 80. And I have 5. So we're gonna need to make a few more. But we can get started on it. And I'll see what resources I do have to throw at it. I could also probably buy resources if I really needed to, but I think... Okay, let me double check what the pattern calls for. I'm not sure what my limiting factor is in this other chest. It seems to be, well, gold and iridium bars. That's okay, I can make gold bars. I mean, I can also make iridium bars. So ultimately I need 160 iridium bars. Less than that, but because I have 5 already. So 150, I believe. Which is probably pretty doable. And I think we're good for stone. Yeah, we'll just chip away at it. I should have brought my furnaces to the mines instead of getting them started. I could make a couple maybe. I'm gonna need more furnaces also. But that I am less concerned about. I need 26 furnaces total. And I have 3, including the heavy furnace. I'm just trying to think of how many I realistically want to bring with me to the mines. Let's see how annoying that is. Hopefully, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's not really, like, ideal, but it's fine, I think. I have to turn down. I don't know how the audio, hopefully the audio is fine. But it was loud for me, so. Back to the fiber grind. Took us a little bit to get into it, but here we are. gold bar. I mean, we could get gold bars the difficult way, from slaying monsters. But in my experience, it's always been when you want to get the monsters to drop something specific, they don't. And then when you're not looking for it, that's when they surprise you. Oops. We do not need the trash catalog right in this moment. I have, I think, exactly 3 furniture catalogs. We got the Junimo catalog last stream at the night market, and I have the regular furniture catalog and then the trash catalog. So that is honestly a bounty of options for decorating. Hello, Bill. Welcome in. How are you? We're back to the usual song and dance today. Haven't done any productive, unproductive actions today. That is okay. Sometimes that's how the day goes. I understand. That can feel disappointing though, for sure. The day is not over. Are there any unproductive, productive, or productive, unproductive items on your to-do list that are relaxing? That could be end of day tasks. I also didn't feel like I had a particularly productive day. I had a very slow day at my real life job. You're on a streak this week. Oh, I'm sorry that your streak ended then, in that case. The week is not done. You could pick up where you left off tomorrow if you want to. Do you bake some cookies? That sounds pretty good. Do you deliver? What type of cookies? I was just thinking earlier that I don't have any snacks in my house at the moment. Cookies sound like a good option. We'll be at the right number of gold bars in no time. How many did I say we needed? Oh, something has happened. Oh, there we go. My game just froze for some reason. Don't even know if you have anything at the moment. That's fair. Can't check. That's okay. Do I have anything to sell? I don't think so. Let's head back. I feel like cookies are one of those things that you can kind of improvise if you really need to, you know? Just throw whatever you got into a bowl. They might not always turn out the right cookie consistency, but if you put enough sugar and flour in there, they'll taste like cookies, you know? Maybe not. I'm sure there are limits to that. My game is being quite laggy. I don't know, that might be a short stream if it doesn't get better. My computer has been struggling a bit the past 2 days, and I have no idea why. Does the dev have the living hat? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if he's ever posted about having it. He has made posts about completing some of the other like side challenges in the game. He completed something called Vectors Challenge, I think. Yes, exactly. I remember seeing a post saying he only recently beat the game. Yeah. Yeah, there's like one, well, there's quite a few particularly difficult, like, final things. Like, you can technically get perfection without 100%ing the game. It's a bit There's like perfection, and then there's like true perfection, and then there's true perfection. I think that this one, it might be Fector's challenge, which is what he completed somewhat recently. But I don't know if he has the living hat. I hope he does. I wish good hat luck to anyone who desires a living hat. Are there any like equivalent items in Minecraft? Are there any like super rare like drops that are difficult to predict? Similar to the living hat? It is Bat City over here, but no golems. I lost track of time. I think I'll make it back still. I think I might try restarting the game because it's really laggy on my end. So, I will be right back. There are rare items caused by some updates, but they're usually patched out. Ah, okay. So they're like, sort of like seasonal items or something like that. I think I got like a Steam error report, so it might not even be my computer today. It might be an issue with Steam. But we will try again. We're loading in. I apologize, this is not the most riveting content, but sometimes technical difficulties happen. Hopefully, it will be a bit better. I feel like when all else fails, the hard reset is always the first thing. Or perhaps the last thing, if it's when all else fails. Still seems a little glitchy on my end, but maybe marginally better. TBD. Thanks, Razzie. I hope I didn't sell my iridium ore. That would have been really dumb of me. No, I just put it here. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Let's put Peat Moss the Bog Frog back on. I think I'm gonna keep the iridium ore with me because then I can smelt it overnight because it at the mines. Because it takes a long time. Am I a pack rat? You could say that. I think that would be a fair assessment. In fact, perhaps even a kind assessment. You could say hoarder. I think I've probably earned that title also. I have a hard time selling things. I think especially in the late game, I just like autofill my chests, and so if I have like one of something, then everything automatically gets picked up. And then I just like don't even realize how much I'm accumulating. It's not the most effective inventory management, I fear. It's also easier than ever to be a pack rat because we have big chests or whatever. There's like a... In 1.6 we introduced, yeah, big stone chest and big chest. So lots of storage space. It's kind of amazing how quickly junk just like piles up if you don't like intentionally sell things. Like if you think, I mean, I don't know if other people play this way, but I'm always like, oh, I'll just keep one just in case, and then slowly but surely I just amass things that I don't really need. They just sit in storage. And like for some food ingredients, like it's a good thing because you never know when you're gonna need to make a certain recipe. But for some things it's really not necessary. In real life or in game. That's, you know, that's the question, isn't it? I'm not too bad in real life. I think. Feels like a statement that applies to both. Yeah, I think so too. The only way in real life to notice how much stuff you've accumulated is to move. Then you really become like hyper aware. Especially like things that are heavy, like books. You never realize how many books you've accumulated until you need to move a box that weighs a metric ton. I definitely used to be, in real life, very prone to just stockpiling things, but I'm a little bit less precious about, although, I was gonna say I'm a little bit less precious about like keeping things, but I still do have like a cupboard full of like plastic bags and cardboard that I just like keep just in case. Because you never know when you're gonna need to wrap something or mail something or, you know, use something as a garbage bag. I'm gonna move this so I stop doing that, I think. How do I... Okay, there we go. Could do a deep clean and find some long forgotten relic of your past. This is true. This is very true. Are you speaking from experience, Bill? Do people still mail things? Well, I do. And I'm people, I think. It is definitely less common. You're not wrong. And I don't mail things that often. But the odd time that I do, I'm always glad that I have hoarded some boxes away. And some like bubble wrap. If I ever have something like shipped to me, I always stockpile it. Sort of, not recently. Fair. Not counting Amazon returns, what do I ship out? I mean, I love to send like letters and postcards to friends that live farther away from me. even if it's people who I like am in regular contact with over the phone. Over the phone. That also sounds very dated. Like via the internet. Via apps on the phone. It's still nice sometimes to like send a letter, get a letter. I'm like not an elder millennial, but I am a millennial. And so I really like getting mail, and some of my loved ones really love receiving mail, so it is a joy to send a little letter or a little package, little care package. Perhaps this also speaks to my hoarding habits, but usually over the course of a year I will amass little trinkets for people from like markets and things where like I'll see something and I'll think like, oh, this would be really nice for so and so, and I'll just pick it up because it's cheap, like it's just a few bucks, and I'll give it to them next time I see them. And then it ends up being like a year later and I just like mail all of them to the person. I don't sound that old, voice-wise. Thank you, I think. It can be tricky to tell, I think, right, on the internet, like... I'm thinking of a specific example where I recently found out that an ASMR creator who I enjoy is Gen Z, and I was shocked because I thought for sure they were like millennial or maybe even Gen X. Not in a bad way, they just sounded like mature, more mature than me perhaps, I don't know. Not that aging is a bad thing. It is a privilege to get old, but you can tell when a person has been talking for 80 years straight. Yeah, that's fair. That's true, actually, you know, that's a good way of putting it. Like, yeah. I haven't accumulated that much wisdom yet, unfortunately, but hopefully, if I am so lucky. Ooh, our wine is ready. We'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I just realized I have my frog on. That would not be good. I also can use my horse. The Winter Festival should be this week, but I don't know who I'm supposed to give a gift to. So I will have to bring a universally loved gift. I'm sure that I got the letter instructing me, but I don't remember. What is universally loved? There's a few items. There's rabbit's foot, I believe, are universally loved. Because they're lucky, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the reason, but what else? Pearls, I think. There's other items, but I'm drawing a blank. There's like at least 5 universally loved items. I used to have a chest with only loved items, but I don't know. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, so pearl, rabbit's foot. I think those are the only things that I have in here right now that are universally loved. Diamonds are not quite, but they are, they're getting there. They're like mostly, there's like maybe 2 people who don't like them. Yes, dinosaur mayonnaise. Did you know that there are dinosaurs in Stardew Valley? Clearly I haven't spent enough time with my animals. I have a small one on my farm. But the big ones are in Skull Caverns. And I don't think, when I did the Skull Caverns dive recently, I don't think we made it deep enough to encounter any. We might have found one. They're called Pepper Rex. They're very cool. I've never seen a dinosaur in this game. Fair. Yeah, I haven't showcased them very well. You'll have to look for, if you ever do want to see them, folks who are doing Skull Caverns dives, or also there's a modded version of Stardew called Stardew Expanded, and there are also dinosaurs in that game, in like more places than just Skull Caverns, I think. Keep losing track of time today. They can be considered kind of like a mid to late game creature, I suppose. You can get a dinosaur egg drop early game from like artifact spots or fishing, but it's not a super common drop, so yeah, kind of a special item, I suppose. And then you can raise a little baby dinosaur. You can have a dinosaur army, in theory, because once you have one egg, you have infinite eggs. Oh, here. Leah. Leah loves salad. What else does Leah love? Wine, goat cheese, truffle, and poppy seed muffins. I think I have lots of salad, so I will probably give her a salad for Christmas. Merry Christmas, Leah. Here's some salad. Wine time. I guess I could also give her wine because I definitely don't have a shortage of that. Are there dinosaurs in Minecraft? I don't, maybe in a mod. I feel like in vanilla, no. Or if there are, I haven't seen them. Did I miss any? I don't think so. We'll have to harvest fruit too. We'll do that today, maybe. This is, you can have now you have seen a dinosaur. Although this is the miniature one. Trimley apparently is its name. They're like, I mean, identical to the full-size ones, just shrunk down. They exist in mods. There are big reptiles. There might be one in an April Fool's update. Cool. I mean, what is a dinosaur if not a big reptile, you know? How would you... I feel like if you are a big reptile, you have earned the title of dinosaur. Yeah. I forgot for just a moment what I was doing. We're gonna collect some ancient fruit and also clear the weeds over here. Little change of pace. Dinosaur farming is honestly a half-decent way of getting money in this game. I mean, like, it's not half-decent, it's actually a very good strategy. It's just that they produce eggs kind of slow, so if you have enough dinosaurs, then I think it would pay off. But it would be kind of like it would be an investment, that's for sure. But like dinosaur mayonnaise, especially if you have the artisan feat, it's like pretty good. I do not need money to get a living hat, and neither do you. Yeah, no one needs money to get a living hat. That is a good point. I'm definitely not in a situation where I need to be considering profit margins. You can, yeah, I mean, you can get the living hat day one with no money in your pocket. No problem. It's just a matter of luck. There's actually not too many things in Stardew that are locked behind money, with the sad exception of the obelisks and... I mean, there's plenty of things that are locked behind money, but like you can, you know, most things you can get without money. It's just, it comes down to like, if you're building things, mostly structures like the obelisks or the gold clock. So, there's actually a really good series from a streamer named Argon Matrix, called Price of Perfection. Where he like tries to get perfection by spending the least amount possible. I don't remember what the price of perfection is. But it was a very entertaining challenge to watch. Is it luck or does it work on a world seed basis? Yeah, I think it's a seed. Like, it's luck in the sense that if you don't look into the code, you don't know how or where you can get it. But I do think that you could probably like find all the potential places that it could spawn like on a given day. I don't know exactly, but I mean, yeah, it is based on the game seed, I would assume. Luck as a player, but RNG. Hold on a second. I'm back. In theory. Alright. My laptop was not plugged in to the wall. The battery was dying. Which probably also was not helping with the game lag earlier, so maybe that will be like completely remedied now. Although it was better after restarting, so I think there was also something going on. Beyond battery power. Let's do these actually. Nothing to sell to Marlin today. Is it freedom from batteries or freedom from cables? An existential question. I don't know. I suppose when I think about cables, I think of like less freedom of movement. But in this instance, I mean, even if I was running on battery power, I'm very much hooked up to many other things. So I don't know. I almost did it again. But my frog didn't eat the serpent that was coming at me. I don't think we've had a single wilderness golem yet. 3 days into the week. What are those odds? Saw that on some controller review comment section, got you thinking. Never going to be completely free. So true. On so many levels. I think in like the present moment in my life, I value things that don't need to be charged. So I like being able to like plug a controller in and not have to worry about its battery life. Which is so weird because that would not have been, I feel like that would not have been the case, I don't know, even 5 years ago, maybe? New channel banner? Like on my profile page, it is the same. I don't have any new, nothing new going on. I'm trying to think of what it is. Oh, it's the chi fruit. I'm gonna pass out. I lost track of time. Oh well. There's a giant fruit. A bunch of blue fruit with sunglasses. There's Santa in the upper left. Surprised you didn't notice it sooner. That's fair. I mean, I feel like YouTube, I mean, it really depends what device you're on, I think. Sometimes certain features are easier to see on like PC than on phone or TV, for example. I think we won't waste our crab cake today because we will go to Christmas. It's not called Christmas. Thanks, Emily. I have been thinking that I might make a banner though. That is, and maybe also a profile picture that is not Stardew specific, since I've been doing more than just Stardew. but I don't have any inspiration yet, so I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Where is Leah? Oh, there she is. Now we have the chance for another rare item here. We could get a tea set. This is the only way to get a tea set, I think, in the game, is to get it as a gift at the Feast of the Winter Star, I think. I don't think Kent can give it to you, but I don't know. We're gonna find out, I guess. Poppy seed muffin. That would have been a good gift for Leah. Do I have any ideas? I really don't. Yeah, I have literally none. It's just something in the back of my head that I'm like, I want to do that, but I don't know. I don't know what. Do you have any ideas? I'm taking requests, if you have some. What is the place that I'm most happy? That is a good and tough question. Maybe the beach? Somewhere outdoors, for sure. It's a good place to start. I'll think about it. Thank you, Bill. Probably a cozy place, yeah. True. Yeah, I should probably do something. It could be both. Something that has cozy vibes. In the literal sense of the word. A cold beach or a hot one? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, is a hot beach cozy? Perhaps not. Maybe it is. I feel like a cold beach around like a fire, that would be pretty cozy. Or like camping. Could also be nice. I feel like when I think of cozy, I instantly think of like being around a fire or like having something like that. Some tea, hot chocolate. Okay, I'm trying not to pass out this time. Still no Wilderness Golems. Feel a little bit like I'm being personally attacked. Today is a Friday, so we need to go look for furniture catalogs. I don't know if there are other ones that you can get beyond the Junimo. Junimo one, which I already have. Would YouTube allow you to add a functioning fire to your channel? As like a video, maybe. Like, you know, like the fireplace channel. I don't know. I don't think you can do animated banners. But I could be wrong. Yeah, Junimo catalog. But I already have that. And we already have a red fez too. I could do something like that and have it be like the, you know, when you like go to someone's channel and there's like an autoplay video, like the first, whatever, the like pinned video. I could just have it be like a fireplace. That would be kind of fun, actually. I don't currently have access to an actual fire. I could use a candle, maybe. I could get creative. We have enough for 20 crystallarium, but we need 75. That is going to be a slog. We could probably get started on decorating today. On the Sunday, maybe. I don't think I have a stash of gold bars anywhere else. I don't think I have any on Ginger Island. I've never really tried to draw a fire before, and now I'm like trying to think of like how would you animate a fire drawing? That would be so difficult. Filming a fire for 10 minutes would end your phone. Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's true actually. That is a good point. My phone also would not tolerate that. But you can do like a short recording and then loop it. Maybe. Movie magic. That wouldn't be a very authentic fireplace channel thing to do. I feel like they genuinely film a fire for a long time. And like replace the logs as it burns down and stuff. I have been thinking that I want to make some content outside of like strictly like Let's Plays, but I don't really know. I have like some ideas for like maybe making like Pomodoro timers that kind of like feature game footage. But it is also just an idea and not a very fleshed out one at that. But something cozy in that way. And I could always repurpose a fire animation for that. So, could be feeding two birds with one scone, so to speak. What is that? Pomodoro timers are like, how would one describe it? It's like a productivity tool, I guess, but you can use it for anything. It's just like a technique of like 25 minutes of focus and then 5 minutes of break, and then you do like 4 cycles of it. You don't need, I mean, you can just do it yourself. You don't need like a video or anything. But there's quite a few like cute ones that exist on YouTube, and I really like them for days when I don't have like a lot of motivation and I need to just kind of like trick my brain into like focusing for little bursts of time. It's named for like, so I mean, Pomodoro means tomato in Spanish, and it's named for like those little tomato timers. Those old-fashioned timers. At least I think that's what it's named for. I could be spreading misinformation. That is what I have heard, is why it is called that. Good for that productive, unproductive that we were talking about earlier. It's like you just like pick a task that you're gonna like put your phone away and work for 25 minutes or whatever. And then you take a little break after. And then you just do that to get through like a big task in little chunks. There's like some really good ASMR content around. I'm really talking about ASMR a lot today, but yeah, there's some good ASMR content related to Pomodoro. Like Pomodoro study with me, that kind of thing. I saw there's also like quite a few of those that are like, I think the way that I discovered them in the like gaming sphere was through Animal Crossing, because people will do like builds, I think probably on Harv's Island, or maybe, well, I don't know where, but, and they'll like record villagers like reading books and stuff, and that'll be like the productive, they'll like record that as for the 25 minutes and then like put something else in the 5-minute break time. Would I ever consider creating an ASMR channel? Yeah. This channel, when I like initially thought that I might try doing something on YouTube, I was thinking of doing ASMR, but there was quite a few reasons why I decided that it wasn't the right way for me to get started. The main one being just that I don't have the equipment or the correct space. It can be really difficult to like, when you're filming that kind of content, the audio is like ultra important, and I just don't have that kind of setup. But I would be interested to try it, maybe. And my hope for like Off Mic Monday was that it would kind of overlap with the ASMR niche. It's not really ASMR, but it kind of has that same sort of, for me anyways, as like someone who watches ASMR or similar content as like a sleep aid, for example. Videos like that where there's like not really any talking and it's just kind of like a steady thing that you can just like watch and like zone out to, basically. That was what I was hoping to accomplish with the Off Mic Mondays. Although I don't know. I don't know if they actually do accomplish that. I also don't know that I have the right I mean, I was gonna say that like most ASMR creators like show their face, which is by and large true, but there are some creators who don't. But I don't personally want to be like physically visible on the internet. Maybe some point in my life I might change my mind. So there's ways around that, you know. Some people get creative, like Cosmo Whispers has done a really cool way around that by using puppets. Still waiting for the universe to fulfill your hopes of an ASMR video of a person brushing a kiwi fruit with a toothbrush. Oh, that is so specific, and like I feel like would be so good. You gotta submit it as a request. I don't know who is taking like ultra specific requests these days, but it does come around sometimes. I feel like that would be nice. That's like a good idea. That'll be at the top of the list, okay? If I ever do make an ASMR channel. That'll be the first trigger. Maybe Batala. Batala ASMR does some like requested triggers sometimes. I really like her videos. I feel like she would do a good job with that suggestion. Thanks, I guess. No problem. Ooh, green frog. I believe I already have a green frog. But all frogs are good frogs. It's tough to compete with the prismatic frog. Stiff competition. I actually can't believe that we haven't had any Wilderness Golems at all. That seems statistically extremely unlikely. I got my cat pet stairs so that she would be able to jump up without meowing more easily. She's a bit of a senior cat, but it's kind of working, but she is still being chatty, and so hopefully that's okay. A chatty catty. Do I think cutting weeds is the safer option at the moment? Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. For today and tomorrow, I will mostly... Well, tomorrow we're going to try to decorate a bit, but today we'll stay in the mines. Good idea. I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have any crabs left. I think we have to leave the prismatic frog behind today also. Oh, you can't hear the cat. Okay, that's good. I never really know exactly what picks up until after the fact, because I have to like, what I hear isn't exactly what you hear, so to like have things balanced. We also have not found any cosmetic items yet, I don't think. Not even genie shoes, I don't think. That's okay, the only cosmetic item we need is the living hat. Everything else is just a bonus. What's inside the golden mystery boxes? It is a toss-up. You can get a few different things. We can go open these 4. You can get all kinds of things, really. Sometimes you get more mystery boxes. It's just mystery boxes all the way down. Red pepper seeds. Bombs. A cork for fishing. Ooh, and lucky lunch. That's pretty nice, actually. I won't eat it. I don't need it today, but in case we ever do need to do another Skull Caverns dive, good to have. You can sometimes get hats, but not the living hat. The only hat I've ever gotten from a mystery box was the mystery hat, but I think you probably could theoretically get other items, just as a hunch. I feel like most of the time I get like fertilizer or seeds from them. I had someone join me in chat one day who said they got a auto petter from the gold mystery boxes. It's a very low percentage though. Very unlikely. Yeti tooth. My inventory is getting full. We'll go sell some things, and then we can store the rest away. I shouldn't have done that. There's some things that I want to keep. I'm being indecisive. We'll just put everything in these bottom 2 rows away. Except for the gold bars, because I will forget that I put them there. And I need them. Absolutely no fiber on that floor. What are the chances of the living hat drop rate being buffed in the future? I'm not sure. He kind of, Concerned Ape kind of did buff them with 1.6 because he introduced Iridium Wilderness Golems, or they're just called Iridium Golems, I think. And they have a 1 in 5,000 chance, which again, still not huge, but considerably better than 1 in 100,000. But those are only available on the Wilderness Farm, as far as I can tell. And also you need to be level 10 combat. So definitely not like It's like a buff statistically, but I wouldn't say it makes it like way more likely that you'll find it that way. Imagine the day after you finally get one, they quadruple the drop chances. That would be extremely funny and also brutal. Fairy box drop. I mean, it would be very funny, and I would not begrudge it of anyone if he did make the drop rate easier, but I hope he doesn't, because it's kind of fun that it's like, there aren't very many items in the game that are like quite so difficult to get. So it's nice to have something that's like, I don't know, that stands out, I guess. There's like so many, I mean, the game is endless. There are so many ways to have fun playing this game. And I'm sure that like making the chances of the living hat higher or easier would not take away from that at all. But I kind of like that it's a low chance drop. Lots of void spirits on this floor. Finally got a crab. Day was not a waste. Are there any unintentional ways to get the living hat? Define unintentional, I suppose. Like, yes, in the sense that like all of the ways that I'm currently seeking it, you could get it without intentionally doing that. Like you could just be making your way through the mines or clearing weeds in town, and you could get it. But there isn't like an unexpected, at least I don't think, there's a way that it could like sneak up on you. The only thing that comes to mind is that, so there's a festival in the spring called the Desert Festival, and I don't know, I mean, so during that festival you can get free outfits, and they're like randomly generated outfits by the game. And I don't know if like the pool of clothing that those outfits get pulled from includes the living hat, because that would be the only way that I could think of that it would like, outside of the like 3 or I guess 2 ways, which is the weeds and the golems. But I haven't looked into that, but I bet someone has. A duplication glitch with multiplayer or an overflow error giving you a random item. I think duplication glitch, there are, unless they've been patched, there is a duplication glitch in multiplayer for items that you can put on tables. If you like put something down on a table and then you and the person you're playing with picks it up at the same time, you can get a duplication of it. I think you can put hats on tables, I think. I'm gonna pass out again, but that's fine. This monster? Okay. I passed out before the monster could get me. Overflow error, though, I'm not sure. I don't know if that exists in Stardew. If anyone has looked into it, it would be probably Blade, if you're familiar with him and his videos. He does like really interesting deep dives into like the code. So you need to know a person with the living hat then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the only way that you could theoretically duplicate it, I guess, yeah. But I mean, at least if that still exists, at least that means that if one, like if you happen to be on a multiplayer farm with someone and they get the living hat, you don't have to be too left out, at least. But I don't know if that table glitch got patched. It might have. Quite a few things changed for multiplayer in the 1.6 update. So I wouldn't be surprised if it did get patched. I think Salamence has a video on that, but I don't remember. I don't remember what the verdict was on that particular exploit, as it were. I have the hiccups, so I might be quiet. Okay, I think they have passed. Let's build all of the crystallariums that we can build. 29, that's honestly quite good, all things considered. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to pick up. We also have to go check the traveling cart. Let's order of operations here. Let's make a crab cake. Okay, let's go. This might be a decorating day. Purely a decorating day, perhaps. We'll see how long it takes me. No furniture catalog. While we're here, I will do mutant bug lair and perhaps go see Hat Mouse to buy a hat, since we haven't found one. The organic way. What's the fastest way to get high numbers? High numbers of what? Got an ancient seed. I got 2 ancient seeds. That's wild. That's a pretty rare drop. Uncapped number. Anything. Like in, I don't know what you mean. Sorry, Bill. Like, like the 999 of something? Oh, we gotta do the Santa hat. That was an easy decision. I think probably in Stardew the fastest way to get a high number of anything would be like farming. Is there a way to hit a certain number on 32-bit version in any reasonable amount of time? Ah. Do you think if I break the game, it'll give me a living hat? Is that what you're thinking? Or you're just curious? This is how many? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. How many? I need my, one, two, three, four. And then it's 3 down. So the decoration that I'm trying to do is 15 across. I'm 5 down. Something should happen, but it's all in no man's land. I see. Oh, that's way smaller than I thought it was. Okay. How many did I say this was? I don't really like how that looks, actually. I don't think that there would be a way, like if it was like a total number. Like you can probably do that in terms of like gold, but I don't know if you could do that in terms of items. Okay, it's a start. Oh. Guess I gotta put those on the bottom ones. Where did you come up with that number, Bill? The like, what is that? That's more than, is that 2 billion and something? Seems like a very specific number. Unless we get really lucky with a wilderness golem here, we may have to say goodbye to winter without the living hat. But maybe today will be the day that the wilderness golems will show up. Anything could happen. Looked up the highest possible number on the lowest possible version of Stardew. We have to become a multi-billionaire, I guess. Should have gone the Jojo route. Shout out to the people who play this on Windows Vista. They're doing the real work. Oh my gosh, it could happen. The day is not done. Hold on, we gotta get rid of these other bats before we kill the wilderness golem. We gotta clear all these other monsters. We need a clear shot. Alright, Wilderness Golem. Are you gonna be the one? No. That would have been peak streamer luck, if I do say so myself. One golem to rule them all, if you will. I think one Wilderness Golem per stream might be like the lowest. Oh. Lowest percentage we've ever had. I mean, 2 might still also be the lowest. It's not very many. I certainly haven't killed 10,000 Wilderness Golems in this in-game year. Earth crystal. Something. But I also haven't cleared 100,000 weeds, I don't think. No, I know for a fact that I haven't. I'll need to do the math before we start spring. Year 6. We've already passed out twice this stream. Might as well end the stream on a go out with a bang. Our horse also passed out. Well, no living hat this year. But it's a new year now. And next week we will start fresh. It was a good stream. We didn't get any cosmetic items organically, but we did buy this beautiful Santa hat. So, can't go wrong. If you made it this far with me, thank you so much for being here. Would you consider a multiplayer farm so you and 7 others can maximize your chances and then duplicate it? I would consider it, yeah. You gotta get... I'm gonna have to recruit 6 other people who are committed to finding the living hat. Switching up. Although I really do have to stick on this farm. Thanks, Bill. Take care. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. And thanks to anyone else who made it to the end with me. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, feel free to drop a like and or comment and or subscribe. I would be honored to have you here with me. But if not, that's also okay. I'm just happy to have you here. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with more blueprints. Same bat time, same bat channel. And then Monday with Tiny Glade. So if either of those sound interesting to you, would love to see you there. And if you're only in it for the Stardew, that's also okay. I'll be back next Thursday with more living hat hunting, and we'll start off spring with a fresh optimism. Yeah, so thanks again, and take care. Bye.